Welcome to yet another morning market update. Today is 12th March 2021. Let's have a brief look at all the markets. Kospi was 1.42% up, SGX Nifty 0.15% down, Hang Seng 0.31% down, Nikkei 0.63% up, S&P 500 1.04% up, Nasdaq closed 2.52% up yesterday. Gold was up over the last few weeks. The current value for gold is $1,723 per ounce. USD INR was unchanged at 72.694. If you look at the major data releases, around 12:30 we have a lot of data coming in from UK. The UK GDP data for quarter-on-quarter figure, month-on-month figure, and year-on-year figure. The monthly GDP 3-month change, manufacturing production month-on-month for January. Then we have a lot of data coming in from India at 5 o'clock and 5:30. 5 o'clock we have bank loan growth, FX reserves, deposit growth, cumulative industrial production, CPI year-on-year figure for February. The forecast is 4.83. At 5:30 we have industrial production year-on-year figure for January, manufacturing output for month-on-month figure for January. Then we have at 7 o'clock from US, we have PPI data month-on-month figure for February. As you can see, we have a lot of data barrage today, so it might end up affecting a lot of Indian market shares as well. Broadly, the markets have been on the positive note, and this is predominantly because of the European Central Bank coming in and giving an indication, a clear indication that they would step up on the bond buying program. This has led to the yields dropping again, and as a result of which we can see all the equities have gone up. Let's have a look at the technicals. Both the indices ended in green for the third straight session on Wednesday. Markets might see decent upbeat after ECB signals faster bond buying to bring down yields. In the ECB in their meeting yesterday has signaled that they would increase the pace of pandemic emergency purchase program, that is the PPP that they had started during the pandemic. It was a bond buying program that was unprecedented in its amounts. Although it might not be as high as 2020 April or May 2020, the pace would still be much higher than the current pace. It would be somewhere around 60 billion euros per month. That's what analysts have been suggesting. For both Sensex and Nifty are taking support at the 20-day moving average. The move in the indices is expected to be range bound. We expect Nifty to trade between 14,800 to 50,300 bottom levels. Bank Nifty has broken the 20-day moving average resistance at 35,700. If the index stays above these levels for consecutive days, we can see some decent upbeat. Retracement in bond yields in US and Europe, and a move in the US futures, upside move in the US futures, are further supporting the bull run in India. India will levy an import tax on solar modules and cells from April next year. This is news that we have been citing for long now. This is going to happen very soon. So we could see some decent upbeat on solar stocks, which are predominantly based out of India. Let's look at all the indices. If you look at Nifty IT, it has already crossed the level, the triangle trend that we had earlier. So we might just end up seeing a double bottom pattern happening. If that happens, it would be an extremely bullish pattern, but we'll have to wait for some more time to understand what the markets would be doing. Nifty Pharma has also closed on a higher note. We might see it travel back to 12,500 levels. If you look at Nifty Auto, it's trying to bounce back from the channel mid that we have. Roughly around 10,500 is the channel mid, and we could see an upbeat level to 11,000. On the downside, 10,000 is the ideal level to buy. If you look at Nifty Energy, we see a lot of steam has already gone away in Nifty Energy. However, we can still see it reach 20,000 levels soon. If not, then on the downside, we have the channel mid support at 19,000, and further we have a strong support from the channel at 17,000 levels. For Nifty Financial Services, we have a strong support around 16,000 levels. On the upside, we have a resistance at 17,000 and 18,000 levels. For Nifty FMCG, it has taken support from the long-term trend that we had. Although we had a partial double top pattern, which would have indicated a lot of pressure. We can still see that the markets are trying to gain some support at the 33,000 level, which has come out from the April 2020 trend that we had drawn. Let's move on to the breaking news that we have. Denmark stops use of AstraZeneca COVID-19 shot over blood clot fears. This comes after one woman lost her life because of blood clots. It is not yet clear whether it is the vaccine that is causing the blood clots, but a lot of countries have now come out stopping the use of AstraZeneca vaccine. Novavax vaccine is 96% effective against coronavirus, 86% effective against its British variant in UK trial. ECB signals faster money printing to keep lid on yields. As we mentioned yesterday, Christine Lagarde came out pretty strongly. The European Central Bank has come out pretty strongly against the yields that have been rising. As you know, yields rising is not a good sign for an export-driven country, for an export-driven economy. Australian PM says the Quad will meet to discuss Indo-Pacific COVID-19 and climate change. EU told to expect no further AstraZeneca vaccines from US in near future. So US has clearly stated that it won't be exporting any further AstraZeneca vaccines, although the talks are still on, but it seems pretty clear from US. EU might expect some vaccines from India, however, that route is still pretty complicated. Biden to direct US states to make all adults eligible for COVID vaccine by May 1st. In a televised speech, President Joe Biden came out pretty strongly on Thursday, making these announcements. The Pfizer jab is 97% effective against symptomatic COVID, a study revealed. Biden administration adds new limits to Huawei's suppliers. US slams China's Hong Kong move to raise Xinjiang genocide charge in talks. So this comes under the backdrop of US-China renewed talks. So we might see some friction there as well. Although these talks are being done to decrease the tensions between US and China, this might just end up increasing them. Moving on to domestic news, Nagpur and parts of Maharashtra have now come under strict lockdown from March 15th to March 21st. This is due to COVID-19 cases, a super surge in COVID-19 cases. As of now, a strict lockdown has already been enforced. ITC to launch a new variant of its Savlon sanitizer brand. Spice Health starts RT-PCR test for ₹500 in Mumbai, Delhi. Prestige Estates sells assets worth 7,467 crores to Blackstone Group. Hill starts commercial production of Birla Aerocon flatboards. US Patent Office grants patent to Newgen Software Tech for invention of advanced binarization process called image processing system and method for a period of 20 years. Anupam Rasayan IPO, it would be opening around 12 to 16th March 2021. The price band would be 553 to 555 per share. The lot size would be 27 shares. Happiest Mind partners with Landis Tech to deliver security services. NBCC receives orders worth ₹144 crores from Telangana State Power Corporation. Spandana Spurti to invest ₹50 crore in its subsidiary Crisis Financial Holding. Ramco System goes live at Nigerian aerospace company Caverton Helicopters. EIL declares a dividend of ₹1.4 per share. The record date would be on 19th March. NMDC declares ₹7.76 per share as interim dividend. Record date would be 23rd March. Infosys BPM New Bond Corp extend collaboration to digitize delivery models. So that has been one of the features for Infosys as well. That's a pretty big deal that they have made. This was the daily morning update. As a disclaimer, we would like to point out that we are not SEBI registered advisors educators. This is an easy to understand default indicator list that we have been using. Different traders can use different sets of indicators and analysis. Please do your own research before investing. Thanks for watching.